Welcome students to our class SCA. We have already learned the poem Where the Mind is Without Fear. Now we will have to learn more things about the poem. The most important thing is that whatever we learn, we should know the meaning of difficult words or new words. So under the poem, there are some words and these words are new for you. That's why it is very essential to learn them. So here the first word is given, narrow domestic walls. So what is the meaning of it? Division on the basis of religion, caste, class and color in societies and between countries of the world. So it's a very simple thing that we should not divide it into religion, caste, class, and color. You know that divided we always fall. So it is good for us that we should not be divided into these things. Now the next word is given here, tireless strivings. So what is the meaning of it? Continuous efforts and struggles. Why the word is used here by the poet? Because anyone else who wants to do, he must have to take some efforts, and the efforts are continuous and struggle. Now the next word, stretched its arm, aims at achieving goal. So we have already set out our goal, or we have already have a goal and we try to achieve it. That's why stretched its arm. Now the next one, dead habit. So what is the meaning of it? Old traditional rituals and customs that are harmful. You know that rituals and customs, these things are very harmful because we are unable to make our progress. So we have to leave or go away from these dead habits. Now the next, ever widening thoughts. What is the meaning of it? Forever broadening one's outlook. So we are always forward, or our thoughts are so wide. We should think widely, and definitely when you think widely, you make your progress. Here, heaven of freedom, condition of total freedom of good thoughts, good words and good deeds while respecting those of others. So whenever we respect, or whenever we show the respect, we should use the good words, we should good deeds, because our thoughts are widening. Now the next thing is that when you open your book, you will find that there is a English workshop. Why do we learn the poem? Because we want to face the exam. And how can we solve the questions? When we learn the English workshop, it is easy to us to solve the questions which are appeared in your exam. So here the first question is given, in your notebook write down lines from the poem as a proof for the following. So here are some lines or the proofs, and you will have to refer the poem and find out which line is refer about these proofs. I think you must have to read the poem. Definitely, you are able to find out the correct lines that are proof for the following. So here the first proof is given for you. Now I will read it for you. Tagore wishes for nation where people are truthful. So what do you want to do here? You will have to find out the correct line from the poem. Now see the poem. The meaning of the thought is that where the words come out from the depth of the truth. That is the meaning of a thought which is given here. Tagore wishes for nation where people are truthful. Where the words come out from the depth of the truth. So whatever we speak, it must be truthful. It is expected by the Tagore here. And so the line is given here where words come out from the depth of the truth. Okay. Now the second, the poet would like everyone to work hard to reach their goal and in the long run to reach perfection. So once again you will have to find out the line from the poem. The same thing is you have to do here. Find out the correct line the the poem, and the line is that where tireless striving stretches its arms toward perfection. This is the line which is suitable for the poet would like to everyone to work hard to reach their goal and in the long run to reach perfection. Now the next one. The poet wishes that everyone in his country hold his head high in dignity. See, what is the meaning of it? Sorry, once again I would like to read it. The poet wishes that everyone in his country hold his head high in dignity. Okay? So means where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. This is the correct line for it. Okay? Means if there is no any fear in your mind, you can face any problem easily and find out the solution from for it. Now the next one. The poet wishes that everyone in his country hold his elder okay dignity. Next one. The poet dreams of nation where knowledge should be free to all. Knowledge should free to all. It's very simple for you. You can easily find out where the knowledge is free. Means there is no any restriction that a particular group only have a chance to learn. It is not, but knowledge is free for all. Everyone have a right to get the knowledge. Now the last one, the poem is a prayer. The poem is prayer. Why the poem is prayer? In your textbook, there is also okay. The meaning of it that these two lines are necessary for it into ever widening thoughts and actions. Means I have already told you that our words and actions always goes together. This is very important for us, and so you know that poet prayer here for his country to the God for social, educational, economical freedom for the people of India. Now the next question. Read the columns carefully and match the expression with their meaning. This question will be appear. Maybe it may be there are two or three sentences will be asked for you, and you will have to match the column, A column and B column. So the first column is that I will read it. The first one is the held is held I, and now you will have to find out the meaning for it. Here, the held is held I means a person with self-respect and proud of possessing it. This is the meaning of it. The held is held I. Now the next one, narrow domestic walls. We have already learned that narrow domestic walls means narrow mindedness. Means if you want to get more information about this, you can find the word here in a difficult one. Narrow domestic walls mean division on the basis of religion, caste, class and colors in societies and between countries of the world. This is the clear meaning of it. Narrow domestic walls. Knowledge is free. Huh? Knowledge is free means education is given to all. This is the clear thing that every person should take education. So knowledge is free, education is given to all. Now next one, depth of truth. Depth of truth means clear thinking, that whatever you think it must be clear. There is no doubt at all, no any condition at all. You should freely and frankly open your mind, and your thinking should be clear, quiet. Now the next one, stretches its arms. Stretches its arms means aim at perfection. Means your aim should be perfect, and when you decide your aim, when you decide your goal, we should definitely try to achieve it. So aim at perfection. Next one, clear stream of reason. Clear stream of reason means sincerity of heart. Sincerity of heart. Whatever we do, it must be a sincerely. We have to finish it, we have to complete it. Now the next one, dead habits. Dead habits means dead habits. You will have to find out, right. Dried up infertile land of sense, that is a dread habits. Means if you have some dead habits, means we think about caste customs, or we think about old traditional rituals and customs that are harmful to us. And last one, ever widening thoughts and actions, means broadening the outlook and attitude. So our attitude should be clear, quiet, as well as it must be effective to our life, because we always try to find out good things in our life and achieve our goal. That's why ever widening thoughts and actions are required to do it. Now the third question is given here. Answer the following question in your own words. Now you will have to give the answer of these words according to your own opinion. You will have to give it of your own opinion. Okay, I will help you, or I will suggest you how to write the answer of these questions, because it is our own opinion. It may be different from my opinion, because you have right to write of yourself. Okay, now the first question: is the poem prayer for India alone? I think it is not only for our country, but here the poet Tagore request or the prayer to the God to everyone in the world, according to my mind. It's a depend on you. You can write yourself. Okay. Now the next. What should the word we speak reflect? Huh? What should the words we speak reflect? So whatever we use the words, whatever we pronounce the words, it must be truth. That we should be truthful, and we have to take care of that words are not harmful. They are very simple, and as well as they do not irrespect the others. So whenever we use the words, we should be very clear, as well as we have to take some times to use the words, because you know that once we speaks, we do not get back it. So whenever we use the words, we should be very careful about it. What should people keep on widening? How can it be done? So people can think about their own life, but we should not think about our own life, because here the poet suggests us that we are not only one in the world. There are many, and we have to think about themselves also. We should not think ourselves. So it is very necessary that what should people keep in our mind. Now the next, from what darkness of night should our nation awake? So you know that our country had been ruled by the British 150 years. We have been just like the slaves. So we should come out of it and we make our progress. What attributes of Rabindranath Tagore does the poem Prayer reflect? So Rabindranath Tagore already told us that why he had written this poem, because Tagore also appeals to God for social, educational, and economical freedom for the people of India. So here, the Rabindranath Tagore who appeal the God for the education, social freedom, it may be. So everyone have a right to live he, in this world, and according to his own style he can live. There is no any bond. There is no any bound. You are free from all these things. So I think you get everything or the answer of these questions by yourself. This is my opinion. Your opinion should be apart from me. You can write to write of yourself. There is no any objection of at all, because here it is already told that the poem is written for our nations, for our own country. Now the next one, question number 4. Read the poem carefully and complete the table after discussion in pair. One is done for you. This question should be solved by discussing between your friend, because there is a pairs. One example is given here for you. Mind, present situation and expected ideal situation, means what is the situation, present situation about mind. Mind is full of fear, and expectation is that fearless mind, means in a present time there is a fear in our mind, but now expectation is that there is a fearless mind. There is a fearless mind. Now next one, head. Present situation is given here. Head is held down. Head is held down. And the expectations situation is that head is hold high. Head is hold high. What about the knowledge? Present situation, knowledge is privilege, but expectation is that knowledge is free for all. What about the words? The present situation is that the words are not sincere. Present situation. And expectation situation, the words are sincere. Huh? Now the next one, habit. How the habits are? The habits are old, traditional, and rituals. But what about the future? There is no any reason and clarity of thoughts. There is no any reason, but it is a clarity of thoughts. And now about the thought and actions. Thoughts and actions are It is determined by a narrow domestic walls. It is a present situation. It is a present situation. But what about the expected or ideal situation about thoughts and actions? Thoughts are active and determined by the broad workout. So these are the situation you will have to complete this chart of your own idea, or you can take the help of poem hearing. Okay. Now the next question. Complete the following sentences using your own interpretation. What do you think about it? Okay. Now the first one is, when the mind is without fear and head unboard, we enjoy that as freedom. So we have a complete freedom. Complete freedom. So which word we will have to use here? Complete. Complete freedom is there. Now the next, when knowledge is free, every citizen enjoy the right to dash dash and dash dash. Huh? So when the knowledge is free, every citizen should the right to learn. Right to learn. And and obtain knowledge. Okay. Now we can prevent that injustice when we pull down discriminatory walls of caste, class, religion, etc. So what happen? We can prevent social injustice. Social injustice. Next one, constant effort and strife leads to dash dash. Leads to dash dash. So it leads to achieve our goals. Achieve our goals. Okay. Logical thinking and reasoning can put a stop to dash dash. Logical thinking means we will have to logical thinking and reasoning can put a stop to the following. Okay. Following uphold. Okay, we have no sufficient space here. Hold traditional and customs. Traditional and customs. Okay. Now the last one, Tagore appeals to God to make the country a heaven. Means people have a good thinking, good words, and good actions. These are the things. Now the next one, fill in the blanks. First one, students should keep themselves aloof from dash dash. So what is given here? Students should keep themselves aloof from dead habits. Okay. When dash dash, everyone will be literate. So what is expected here? Knowledge. It is a social duty of every student of the modern world approved approved dash dash from a society's injustice. Okay, injustice. Students must develop dash dash outlook and attitudes. So what does students must develop? Broad outlook. Broad outlook. In the world, in the world of psychology, students must have self-respect. Must have self-respect. Okay. So this is a very important for you. Now the next question, it is related to the figure of speech, and it is about find out the example of metaphor from the poem. So we will have to refer here the poem. So metaphor, clear stream of reason has not lost its way. It is a metaphor. So in this way we have finished six questions, and these questions are definitely helpful to you to write the correct answer of each question, which will be appear in your exam. I hope you get the everything which is expected by you from me. Thank you very much. Once again, I suggest you that you should subscribe our class SCA. I hope you will. Thank you very much.